Well, you would have had to have hitched a ride on the Mars Perseverance rover not to know that things haven't been great for Harley-Davidson in recent times. Mr. COVID and Mr. Trump seem to have conspired together to make things difficult for the Milwaukee brand. And we're looking here at the Harley-Davidson Road Glide Special, and I reckon in the metal that personifies a lot of the problems that they've got. I think Harley-Davidson at the moment, with bikes like this, has an identity crisis. This is a really highly teched motorcycle. It has a lot of fantastic electronic stuff, and they really have stepped into the new millennium. But I got a feeling at more than $39,000 right away, they might have just thrown the heritage, which has sold Harley-Davidsons for over 100 years now, out with the high-tech bathwater. So let's get it out on the road and see how all that electronic trickery works. Harley-Davidson markets the Road Glide Special as a blacked out performance bagger, and that pretty well nails the design brief. It certainly makes its intentions known from the outset. You'll starkly notice the $39,750 ride-away price. You can't dispute this motorcycle demands your fiscal attention. Then there's that 1868cc Milwaukee 8 Monster Donk. It's the largest engine available in the HD touring range, short of the boutique CVO. It's 2.43 metres long, and that makes it a very stable mile eater. Next on the extravagant dimensional scorecard is that wet weight of 387 kilograms. Yep, you get the impression that the Road Glide Special sneaks downstairs at night to longingly gaze into the refrigerator, and its gym membership expired long ago. Then there's that massive shark nose fairing. All that pristine bodywork houses HD's Boom GTS sound setup and the extra large touchscreen arrangement. You get sat-nav, tyre pressure readouts, Bluetooth connectivity and a 4-speaker stereo. You don't so much ride through a city street as promenade like a parade float, with both adoring and indeed astonished onlookers standing rooted to the spot. Optional and up to the minute is the RDRS, Reflexive Defensive Rider Systems. This gives you a bunch of clever electronics, including cornering enhanced ABS and electronic link braking, traction control, tyre pressure monitoring and hill hold. On the road, the Road Glide Special represents a model that hits its intended design brief smack between the eyes, namely long distance open road touring. You see, that 114 CI Milwaukee 8 engine has a sweet spot at around 110 kilometres in top gear that sees it effortlessly loping from rider experience to rider next experience. So Harley-Davidson's Road Glide Special. This is one of those bikes that really conflicts me. There's a lot to like about it, and there's a lot I really don't like. Let's start with the positives, or we'll mix them up a bit, hey? The fit and finish on this bike is really nice. As you'd expect for a bike up around the 40 grand mark, it is as good as the Euros, and I love the way it's put together, so top marks there. It's got that M8 motor, hard to beat. It really is hard to beat. It's a fantastic motor for a mile-eating cruiser like this, a bagger. Now let's talk about a couple of things I don't like. As far as I'm concerned, the front suspension is kind of wrong. The geometry's not great. At low speed, the bike is very, very tippy, and at 370 odd kilos, it's a very difficult bike to move around and maneuver. So I think people are going to struggle with that. It really is a little bit wrong at the front, and I think it's too stiff. You feel every ripple on this bike, and you shouldn't. The rear suspension, that's fine. Good as gold at the back, not wrapped in that front suspension. The tech works beautifully, really nice screen, lots of smart stuff there. People are going to really enjoy the fact that Harley-Davidson has stepped into the new millennium with this bike in regard to all of that electronics. The bags are so small, I don't think I can get a laptop in there. I certainly can't get a helmet in there. No inner bags. At 40 grand, I want inner bags, I want room, I want to be able to put a helmet. Pee and seat, forget about it. If you want to get rid of your missus or your husband, put them on that for 5 minutes, because that's going to go. It is uncomfortable and nigh on dangerous. Really bad. Colour, paint, fit, finish, braking, gearbox, fantastic. So really conflicted with this bike. Lots of things to like, but at 40 large, I reckon it falls short.